we're back for the second half. I'll continue pretending to pay attention while doing paperwork, and I believe Sid was in the middle of a sexual harassment lawsuit, so go ahead and pick up from there.
Stating that the females in the Lance are more intelligent than the males?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that they make me feel like an idiot. Was that sexual harassment?
I mean, the men in the Lance will probably have a pretty good case for gender discrimination. Are you drinking out of your Winner's Edge mug?
I am indeed.
Way to sell that merch.
I mean, these are all things that Bandit thinks is correct about the men in our Lance.
Let's see.
And we're in our Lance.
We both know we're not too bright. We're just good shots.
Somebody needs.
We have a lot of courage, but courage also means stupidity. So
someone needs to make a new character and have it be like a super intelligent nerd that's like cowardly and a bad like pilot and gunner.
Challenge accepted.
Well, I know what my new character is going to be. I'll be a 4-4 pilot. It'd be great.
I'm gonna make a 5-5 pilot.
Think of how exciting it would be when you hit though. Like it'd be such an event.
Yeah, I want to get sniper too.
Like me when I get kills.
Oh man,
that was like the gratifying thing about having lower stats is like when you hit, it's great.
Yeah. Now when you don't hit, you're angry.
Like for me when I get kills, it's great.
All right. What do we want to do? Do we want to keep this conversation rolling, or we want to fade to black on the quirky sexism joke and just move on to something new? Or does anybody have anything else they want to cover in this meeting?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I've kind of run out of gas on it.
Well then, I suppose I have a letter to write for Leon Intelligence. And some paperwork to refile. He glares at Bandito a little bit.
I'll need to look at, I don't know what your, I don't know what this unit's SOP is on non-mission time based on the fact that we've been under planetary invasion for my entire tenure in this unit. So I'll just look at what we're normal.
Major clan invasion and, a trial of annihilation. So
I'll just look at what I'm normally supposed to do.
I don't know. Just do some patrols in your mech on occasion.
Right.
What do you mean you don't know?
Don't you work here?
It's literally his job.
Aren't you the XO?
Yeah, it's literally his job to know this. It's the only benefit he provides to the unit.
Just tell people what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know, go on patrol or something, I guess.
Well, at the moment, it's,
Look, we could tell Pondo was never in the military because if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Should have been the answer.
That's right.
So if we don't have anything to do you want to go shopping?
Yep.
No, Sergeant Olsen. There are toilets that need cleaning down in A barracks.
If by shopping you mean scrubbing.
That would have been the correct answer.
I feel lenient.
Right. I'll bet. I get up.
Go have fun.
Did anybody else want to go shopping?
Yes. I'll go with you. You seem to think that my taste in clothing is dreadful. Maybe you could help me pick something new out.
It makes you look poor.
Shit, sir. I can feel that burn over here. Do I need to get the doc to you to get some salve for that?
I thought I was the doctor.
Are you?
Pretty sure I'm going to need the cloning unit again after that one. Yes, if you could help me choose some more appropriate attire, that would be most appreciative. Besides, basically got here on this planet, spent a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden had it nearly torn down around IS. It'd be interesting to see what sort of things are available here. So, shopping, Bandito.
Yes,
Staying or going?
I'll go.
Very well.
Apparently, I look poor too, so I should probably work on that as well.
Excellent. You can drive.
Sure.
Where do you want to
thing,
go, Ronan?
he drives a helicopter.
Well, the one place we went to the shopping area was that was burnt to a crisp. Just
I
gonna
said Ronan.
I'm just telling you what choices we have at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We don't have very many choices. I'll let you know now. The one shopping area on this continent is kind of burnt to ash.
What about that little water town?
That's the
That's
one I'm
the
talking
one.
about.
Oh, that's a shame.
They were really nice there. Like really nice people there.
Indeed, we got some good intelligence there.
Really?
Is there like a proper city?
Oh yes, I didn't tell you about that. One of our former members of our unit was actually a member of Leonard Intelligence, and she was working undercover.
Oh yeah, sir. About that, she's dead.
What? What?
She was found drunk. She apparently got drunk and drowned. I'll give you the full report later.
Curtin just kind of sits up a little more stiffly. Well, that's unfortunate. Better not have been any shady circumstances there. Otherwise, that whole thing about making people's lives living hell might have to be expanded upon.
It depends if you want to try to make Comstar's life hell, sir.
I'm not necessarily opposed to that.
I'm just going to advise you how not wise of an idea that would be at the moment.
Bandito, have you ever known me to be possessed of an overabundance?
If I could also say, she kind of did murder several priests and burnt them to a stake.
You're accepting one narrative, Bandito. We don't know if it was murder. We don't know if something else was going on there. Remember, Comstar betrayed us on this planet.
Allegedly.
Betrayed us.
Allegedly.
We don't know what happened there. I'm not going to buy the simple idea that she went on a murdering spree. She wasn't exactly the type.
I think Comstar knows, sir. I think that's the issue.
Oh, we'll see about that. Anyways. What about Raffinia?
Is there any actual shopping there?
In the same way that you could go shopping in Las Vegas, but everything would be ridiculously overpriced and specialized goods.
Oh, good thing we have a very rich person who owns a pleasure cruise.
You could just take a helicopter flight over to one of the larger, like the capital.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the capital.
Yeah.
We haven't been there since the big operation, so.
We haven't, no.
Some of you have never been to the capital.
Yeah.
Like you, because you've never been to the capital.
Well, then let's go to the capital. I'm excited.
So in the chill winter winds of December the 21st, you hop on a transport helicopter. Do any of you have any skills, or are you having to get somebody to pilot this for you?
I want to assume that helicopter does not fall in the lines of ground vehicle, so no.
All right, Rapier will be your transport pilot.
He's like, don't worry, I've done this.
I mean, I could try, but it'd be like a -3 to the
So Rapier spends the first 20 minutes of the flight regaling you all how he's been taking the Kenneth Cross guide to helicopter operations. Look, this is my first time actually flying outside a simulator, but don't worry about it.
He says that as I'm getting on and immediately start to get off.
As you start getting off, the helicopter's lifting off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I guess I'm supposed to wait until you all secure yourselves, but we're all, strong warriors here. I'm sure you can just hang on. Look, it's going to be some tricky operations off the mountain, because there's a cliff face that leads right to, and then, as he does it, he just drops off the edge of the cliff face.
Gee, if only we were in an aircraft and could just fly over it.
I'm putting on all the seatbelts.
Don't worry. It's just the sea winds coming off the... Look, it's fine. In about 20 seconds, we'll be leveled out and everything's going to be fine.
I'm
Maybe
very
you should
worried.
gain some altitude.
Look, the higher you go, the harder the engine has to work, sir. I need to keep my fuel budget.
Harridan, don't distract the pilot.
So he turns around and looks back at you guys, one hand on the stick. He's like, "It's fine. I know what I'm doing here. Look, oh, hey, Ronan, I didn't know you're coming along here. How's it going, Molly?"
Eyes on the road there, champ.
Don't worry, I'm putting the autopilot on in a minute.
That might actually be a lot safer.
All right, look, use the headsets if you need to talk.
No one talks to him. Everyone's just white-knuckled, staring straight ahead.
I think somehow Bandito's asleep, actually.
Just bouncing around.
Just bouncing around. He's already
I like how you
buckled
guys have made
himself
this
in.
so much worse than...
Rubbernecking it.
Gets a special brace for his neck, so he just keeps it stiff.
I think
Doesn't get whiplash, just being
And-
bounced around.
Black Rabbit starts pointing to Bandito like, how? How?
I honestly have no idea. None. It's a gift, really. Very disturbing gift.
What, you don't take naps in helicopter rides before?
Pull out a permanent marker.
Do you draw on his face?
Always wanted to try this.
I'll help.
I hand her a marker.
I would like to doodle on Bandito's face.
It's gonna be an interesting doodle because it's like helicopter rocking around.
I feel like it'd be intricately done, except for one streak when we go through a major bump.
Sounds. She draws the Devastator, gives him monocles, there's a Devastator on his cheek and another mech on the other cheek. Then there's just a line. She hit a bump.
Excellent.
I feel better now.
As do I.
I'll offer the marker to Ronan.
No, she's not having any of it. She's staring straight ahead.
Takes the pen, jabs into his eye.
Quietly terrified.
Oops, sorry.
Whoops.
Pulls the cap off, inspects it real quick, turns it over.
So, has anyone plugged in the headset to speak to the pilot?
Oh, the headset's on. I'm
Oh,
just-
okay.
Headset's on, it's just not plugged in. It's like the cord is dangling.
No, she's not talking.
I have
To
my
him.
headset on. You always put your headset on, otherwise it'd be loud AF.
Molly! This is Rapier. Oh, sorry, I guess I don't need to shout.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask if you wanted to, grab an early dinner tonight.
She doesn't respond, and when he looks back, she's waving the cord, I don't know how this is supposed to work. She's unplugged it.
Hey, Black Rabbit, can you help Ronan with their headset?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
shaking, I'm shaking her cord too. I don't. I can't. No, I'm just kidding.
Have you pulled Black Rabbit's headset part
No,
out?
I want to pull it on.
When he asks, she'll just grab the cord from Molly and show her how to plug it in.
Oh, she's just staring daggers at Black Rabbit. She's like, "Yep, got it now."
He turns back around and he's just like, "Look, if you just want it to be a one-time thing, that's fine, darling."
I turn and look at Ronan.
I turn and look at Murder Six, and while staring at him in the eye, I say over the mic, "Yep, one-time thing sounds good."
Just blink a couple of times and then just churn away.
So, what
Definitely something I wanted to discuss over comms with the entire Lance and the helicopter rapier. If there was
I thought
ever
we were
a chance,
all close. I've known everybody here for a little while, you know. And
well, if there was ever a chance it wasn't going to be a one-time thing, that chance is now gone.
well, I didn't know that you were so ashamed to spend time with me.
I just, if you
I
think
thought
that
we
we're
had.
close,
It's fine.
if you think that we're close, then you would have known that I'm a person who values their privacy. I'm a private person. If you
All right.
if you didn't know that, then I don't know how to help you.
I'm not saying you
I
broke my heart
pull
or
the
anything.
microphone down and push it a little closer to my mouth as a. I think we could all do with a little bit more privacy right about now.
I want to scoot a little bit closer to Ronan, kind of nudge her.
That sounded like an order to me.
So he puts up the divider between the cockpit.
Like the limo divider goes up.
I'll be on the 1MC channel if you need me. You hear him switch over. You know, it does the ventrilo. User has left the channel.
So,
Not ventrilo.
It's actually a channel bait. You just like sync to, and you just hear snoring.
In the front of the transport helicopter, you can see that Rapier is like holding back tears.
That's so
Glassy
sad.
puppy dog eyes.
I feel
Because you were used severely.
cut back to the back of the helicopter.
Hey, Ronan,
Yes,
what
Alina.
what happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
I like churn and look at them and pointedly take off my headset.
It was the party after a planetary invasion. Okay, cut a girl some slack.
What happens on the wish stays on the wish. Just pats her on the shoulder.
Thank you, much appreciated. She's fucking beet red. She's like a tomato.
Harridan's just sitting there stoically, just listening to the full effect sound of the helicopter beating on his eardrums.
He's just going deaf. Yeah. He's like, this is
still
better. Yeah. No, she'll feel bad. And later when no one is around, she'll attempt to take Rapier up on his date invite.
We'll see. We'll see.
If we don't get back around to it.
It's gonna be some whiplash for him.
That's fine. He can take it. He shoots rockets off the backs of motorcycles.
Like that's his defining tribute now. He's also an accomplished duelist, from what I hear.
We'll see. We'll see how he duels on the battlefield of love.
I think you already saw how he do.
When we get close, Selena will just start waking up Bandito by shaking him.
What?
I'll help wake him up by spitting on his face. No, I'm just kidding.
Harridan will slowly put his headset back on carefully, eyeing them all.
She's gone from being super confident and making uncomfortable eye contact with people to just not making eye contact with anybody and staring at her lap.
Hey, why am I hearing crying on the other channel?
User has joined the channel. Hey guys, it's me, your pilot. We're about to land. Just want to remind you that it is Christmas week, going to the largest shopping district on the planet, so expect it to be crowded.
Harridan checks his sidearm and his sword.
Sir, please stop touching those weapons. You've made me intensely uncomfortable right now.
Leave the sword behind.
Can you leave them on this vehicle, sir?
Not
Okay.
sure that's wise.
I'm starting the landing pattern now.
And we just drop like 40 feet.
He cuts over to the second channel.
Like all Harridan's weapons go flying out of his grasp.
It's a smooth and safe landing in an urban environment. It's not
we're like an
flying an
airport?
aircraft off the side of a cliff like before. So when you guys land, it's the typical futuristic city. You land on top of a building, New York City skyline style.
Oh, fancy.
And take a elevator down to the first floor and walk out onto the streets. And there's a New York Times style what do you ever call them, billets or whatever, like a giant TV and tons of advertising everywhere. And the news reporter is going, the popularity of the unit Crows Black has continued to increase over the last few weeks following their victory, but local polls show that Sir Maxwell Harridan's popularity has plunged to dangerous levels, with less than 29% of the population showing confidence in his leadership.
It's probably just because you're a man. Don't take it personally.
He looks back at the helicopter where he left his gun and sword. Shit.
The polls are more favorable among the nobility, who, in general, find Maxwell Harridan to at least be tolerable, to quote at least one respondent.
Hey, sir, you're tolerable. That's like a 1-up for us.
You think I'd be concerned, but I was supposed to be dead a couple of weeks ago, so I'll take it.
Yeah, they don't hate you that much.
So while you guys are talking, some more news report passes by, and then we see a new report on the screen that appears to be midway through.
Wait. I wanted to poke my head into the cockpit before we left for the helicopter.
Okay, we'll do that real quick.
And apologize. And say, hey.
I mean, Rapier's coming with you guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But I still want to let everybody go.
Private moment.
And just catch him. You know what I'm saying? Be like, look, I'm sorry. I'm not good at being close to people. So I kind of messed that one up, but I'd be happy to have dinner with you tonight if you're still willing.
That's, you know what? I know about messing things up. I got a kid, got an ex-wife, so.
Oh, well, then never mind.
He has a kid?
I'm just kidding.
You're destroying this man's heart. So for the rest of you, a new report appears on the screen. It's midway through. Judge in the case has suddenly died. This morning he had declared, I will allow Sir Harridan to go free because I believe he is innocent, but there is more to this case. There are many who can and should and have attested to Sir Harridan's character, but none who can attest to the character of Lady Trohan. Most of her compatriots are deceased, her family is dead on the battlefield, and those who formerly composed the four-way compact will refuse to testify with or against her. Since Lyran intelligence will not provide me with any evidence of foreign interference, I can only assume that Lyran intelligence itself is hiding this information from me. I intend to get to the bottom of this. Over my dead body will I allow noble justice to be subverted. He was found hours later, having fallen down a staircase in his manor and announced dead on scene. He is survived by 2 children, ages 22, and the report trails off as Rapier and Molly rejoin the group.
Well, that's a weird coincidence.
Indeed.
I don't think that's coincidence at all.
It's things like this is why people hate me specifically. They probably think I did it.
Actually, that looks really shitty for Lady Trohan.
So when you say that, the next newsfeed is about Lady Trohan. In related news, Lady Isabel Trohan is taking a vacation to Kukin's Pleasure Pit. An odd choice, perhaps, given that this planet is in the direct path of the Jade Falcon invasion corridor. She departs today with her full noble guard and a mercenary unit called Mume Nanashi. And the camera is zooming in on footage of her departing, And you very clearly see that the leader of Mume Nanashi is definitely Dark Phoenix. 100%.
I hope that dropship explodes.
Sir,
That's very rude. There's lots of innocent people on that.
You're correct, of course. I apologize. That was rude of me. I have a feeling that woman is going to be the death of me one of these days.
I don't know how you're going to. I don't know what way to take that way you just said, sir. There's been a lot of occasions where that meant like marriage in some way or some sort of relationship. I don't.
Rapier's just like, look, we don't need to talk about marriage right now. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. What are we here to get? You know, I just went on a 3-hour plane trip with all of y'all, and I don't even know what we're here shopping for.
Well,
besides,
got off a rather troubling plane trip.
Premium quality whiskey. You know what? That plane trip was super smooth, okay? My VTOL handling skills are excellent when the autopilot is engaged.
That's because the autopilot is other work.
I was going to get more spray paint.
Well, let's take a look at paints.
We don't have to all go to the same store.
Oh, all right.
You know, I just want to mention here, we don't have to go to the same store, but I will point out that honestly, every time a group of people separates, something will happen.
Never a good idea.
You ever see somebody in a haunted house movie that's like, we should all separate and search, you know, to speed up time, and then everyone gets picked off individually?
Indeed, it's like one of those where a person goes up and investigates a strange noise upstairs all by themselves.
Okay, fine. We can all go to the paint store.
Yay, paint store.
Okay.
I don't see the problem with splitting up. Okay, all right.
All right, you go off then.
Well, Bandito,
we're going to the paint store.
I know normally I wouldn't be all that concerned with it, but somebody made me leave my weapons on board.
I feel like they're talking, and Ronan and Black Rabbit are already walking towards the paint store.
Rapier's like leading the way.
I'm walking in.
He's got his phone out.
I want to like walk up to Rapier, like a distance between everybody, to talk to him for a second.
Yeah, so Rapier's just like, looks like Herman Wilhelms is up here. It's
when she goes to talk to Rapier, Ronan starts sweating. Also, I don't know if it'll matter or not, but Ronan is definitely wearing her like standard issue Crow's Black like merch, like her Letterman jacket or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
yeah,
got her patches on or whatever.
Rapier, I was gonna ask you something.
Yeah, hey, look. I didn't see you at the funeral for Bubba, but I want to let you know that we set aside some of his ashes for you.
It's very sweet.
That's disturbing.
Does he not have family to send him to?
Well, if you'll recall, his entire family basically died except for his cousin in service to us. Remember the planes, the trucks, the infantry unit? His cousin thought that he was so close with you. Want a piece of him to carry on his memory. I believe that Bubba may have overestimated the level of relationship. And like he turns to look back at Ronan while this is...
She's looking anywhere except for at the two of them talking. She's super interested in the sidewalk right now.
Aaron sees her acting uncomfortably, like tries to actively engage her in conversation.
Do you know what's wrong with Molly right now?
I believe she's embarrassed.
By what?
You know, I was here to ask you a question.
Okay, I figured. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking to me. We don't really talk that much.
So you know Herod and Bandito pretty well, right?
Yeah, I've been with the group for a couple of years now.
What would they like for Christmas?
Well, Harridan currently has eyes, so not that.
Thanks.
He might want contacts, though. I have heard him grumbling that his eyes are a different color than what they used to be.
Okay.
Bandito, I mean, that guy, I figure he's gonna die any day now. I mean, he seems super resigned to his fate. He doesn't engage with anyone anymore. He doesn't jack off or do any of that weird shit he used to do. He just does all of his paperwork.
Weird stuff he used to do?
Well, yeah, normally he'd accidentally kill people from time to time.
How do you accidentally kill
Well, he
someone?
probably tortured somebody to death at some point.
That was McGurk.
I don't recall the details heavily. Look, here's the thing, though. He used to be kind of a huge jackass. But, you know, over the last couple of weeks, it seems like he can have a conversation with someone without starting a shooting war between mechs. And he does his paperwork, which is great, because I gave him all of my paperwork.
Honestly, that was not very helpful.
Oh, yeah, and he has like a dozen sexual harassment lawsuits against him.
Yeah, but they're all from a person who's dead.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, that Sergeant Major Gwendolyn Christie, she died last night.
It's fine.
She had probably a
People die.
dozen sexual harassment complaints against him. He got them sorted out, though, you know, improved his behavior.
God damn it.
It was mostly just that he was overly forward from time to time, kind of touchy, got inside her personal space, but
Black
you know,
Tribe is looking for any reason whatsoever to talk Ronan out of murdering someone, and she's not getting anything.
we had him watch the Kenneth Cross video for how not to sexually harass your coworkers, male version, and it seems like it worked out for him. He was super hesitant to use a Kenneth Cross video, though. It was really weird.
God damn it, Rapier.
What does that have to do with a Christmas gift?
Well, I don't know. He probably wants something commandery, like a letter opener or maybe like a nice bottle of alcohol he can have when people come into his office and he'll be like, oh, I've been saving this bottle for the special occasion. Let's have some alcohol.
Honestly, now I'm very concerned.
Like
about
what
his
Harridan did just earlier that day.
Does he even? Do you think he even should get a Christmas present? Everything you said was horrible.
Give him coal.
I feel like he's made a lot of strides to become a tolerable individual lately.
That's what they said about Harridan.
I will not speak badly of my immediate superior.
That's not.
Nice move, Rapier.
I won't tell him.
Checkmate.
Isn't Bandito his immediate superior?
No. He reports to you.
What? But Bandito's the XO.
Isn't there a meme
doesn't
of, like,
report
an
to
old man
Bandito.
pointing at a board, and it's like expert move.
Bandito was the one who recommended him the position that he's getting.
That's true.
And he called you tolerable.
I praise
That's plus, actually.
tolerable.
This entire time, Bandito's just been like thinking to himself all the times he's been caught by himself, almost killed.
So as you guys are walking, I mean, Rapier's in fatigues, but Molly obviously is in uniform, and I'm guessing that Harridan and Bandito
Well, it's not that,
also.
it's not that she's in uniform. She's just wearing like her crow's black like flight jacket or whatever.
You
know,
guys are getting noticed, and people on the streets are like high-fiving you. They're stopping, being like, "Yeah, crow's black."
Woohoo.
Maybe not so much Harridan. Some people recognize you.
I have a pocket full of unit
I'll
patches.
still wish
that I
everyone
hand to
comes
people.
by a Merry Christmas.
Bandito's probably also in fatigues.
Look, the paint store's up on the 5th floor of this store. You want to catch an elevator before them so we can keep talking?
Are you going to actually recommend gifts or just keep talking?
I did recommend it. Look, here, get in the elevator.
Should get in the
He
elevator.
starts pressing the closed door button. As you guys start approaching, he's like, "It's the 5th floor! Come up and get us!" Look, here's the thing.
Damn
For
it, Rapier.
Harridan, I'm telling you, the eye contacts thing will go over great. All right? He'll really appreciate something like that.
Okay.
Apparently, he doesn't like having green eyes or something. I don't.
They're blue. His eyes were green.
Doesn't like having blue eyes, maybe. I don't know. I don't really look at the color of his eyes. I don't gaze deep.
You
Figure
should,
out
they're
what color.
boring.
Look, we probably have unit pictures of him, okay? It's fine. I haven't seen him have eyes for almost a year and a half. He's been wearing those weird cyber goggles for a long ass time. Longer than I've known him to have eyes. Okay? It's hard to remember.
What happened to his eyes?
Well, there was an incident in his cockpit with some explosions. surgery went bad afterwards. It's fine. You're a mech warrior. You'll have stuff like that eventually. You'll get shot in your cockpit, and suddenly you'll have to be on non-solid foods for a month, or liver replacement, intestines return. Look, we're almost to the 5th floor here. Bandito will say yes to a bottle of alcohol. He'll say yes to basically anything. I don't know that there's a single thing he doesn't like, but let me tell you, if you really, really want to get him a gift, why don't you get him the entire first season of Otter Islands League? I mean, I love that show. My kid loves that show. Just, get the holo for him.
Noted.
You should get him the entire Kenneth Cross encyclopedia set.
That will cost millions of C-bills.
God damn. Bandito already pirated all that anyway.
Bandito's like, I pirated all of it, BitTorrent still exists in the future. It's just called Napster 2.
Comster.
Comster. I love it. The group meets up in this paint store. It has every conceivable paint known to man. Wow, we're gonna have to reorder ourselves.
I'm so sorry.
Pretty sure
It was
Raddosaurus just has to cycle his.
Mid rad.
Yes, it's just rad. Good.
Are we? I think.
Yeah, we should be good.
Yep, you're good.
Oh, okay, I guess we are. All right, good.
I like how quickly you got that put together. Nice work, Craig.
You also check the Battletech channel.
The 5 of you are gathered in a paint store at Christmas. It's not as full as any of the other stores. Apparently people don't go paint shopping during Christmas week. They have every conceivable hexadecimal paint available, including variations of them that include like neon, or like they only show up under black light, specialty paints.
I'm buying some of the black light paint.
Is this an art paint store or like a hardware store that sells like spray paint?
This is a paint store that sells all different kinds of paint.
Okay.
It is paint exclusive.
Gotcha.
It is the paint capital of the entire planet.
Not.
I'm going to wander off and try and find the nicest like painter's robes.
Like a schmuck.
Okay. There's 2 different types. One has the logo of the company, Herman Williams, and the other is just blank.
Whichever one is the most expensive.
It's the Herman Williams.
I'll get that one.
That's a V, by the way, not a W for Williams.
And I'll just have that ordered, packaged, and delivered to the unit.
So the store clerk is just like, are you getting this as a gift? Would you like to include gift wrapping and maybe a card?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Let me just add that to your bill, and if you could sign right here for your card and pick which message you'd like to add. Maybe you'd like to add a video message as well.
Not going to go that far.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, I'll sign the card. Merry Christmas. Glad to have you with us. Selena, and yeah, I'll have them.
She pats it and she just says, I'll get these packaged up and do it personally. And by the way, thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna wander off and find a couple of those, like, don't make it weird, adult coloring books. You know what I'm talking about? They got like the real intricate patterns and stuff.
I do not actually.
You don't? Okay, it's not adult as in like explicit. It's adult as in like
adult, it's like really complex.
it's coloring books for adults is what it is.
I know
All right.
exactly.
My wife loves them. Anyway, I'm gonna find some of those.
Kind of like those giant felt board type things that have the really intricate patterns.
Yeah, kind of like that. You could Google it. Your results may vary.
I am definitely not going to Google adult
send you a
coloring
link.
book. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a couple of those that I think would be appropriate for Black Rabbit. I don't think Molly knows a lot about the art world, so she's probably like I'm going to buy a coloring book for, you know, an accomplished artist, but this is like, I don't know, this is the best she could probably do. So she'll find one with like rabbits or one that's like animal themed. And then she'll also find one that's, I don't know, just has a lot of like patterns and geometric shapes and all of that kind of stuff. So she'll buy like 2 or 3 of those and get them packaged up with a gift receipt and send them, also have them shipped to the unit, I guess.
Okay. To Selena or to you?
Yeah, no, it's Selena.
Okay.
Also get one that has like a lot of murder scenes and send that one to Bandit. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, I don't think that they have that product available.
No. All right,
Just
never mind.
pick out a massive number of coloring books for him where the first letter of each title spells out "I'm going to kill you."
She's just gonna buy a bunch of different colored spray paints, especially the blacklight one. And
I mean, there's blacklight ones for every color. They will only show up under UV radiation.
She just buys the store.
I can't decide. I own the franchise now.
Molly's also going to buy some of those like children's Crayola like watercolor packages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got like the 12 colors in it. She'll buy one of those and like a how to paint book for herself.
Day for rapier.
For rapier.
I got the paint. What do you guys want to do now?
You're just walking around with a satchel full of spray paints?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a pretty big bag. She bought a lot of colors.
This is a fucking Banksy bag.
I don't know
Well,
what
She's
I
out.
believe
You don't know who
Trump.
Banksy is? Oh boy.
Oh.
Wow, we have so much to talk about after this.
Banksy, like the street artist guy,
Yes,
or
Banksy, the street artist guy.
I don't know what you mean by Banksy bag.
Yes.
I'm gonna Google it.
Fine.
I'm going to suggest that we maybe do split up some so that we can buy Christmas presents. It is the season.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't split up all one-on-one though.
Sure.
Well, you did promise to help me pick out some new clothes. Means you don't like mine.
They're slightly better than Bandito's.
I'll tell you what, I'll go with the commander and help him pick out some clothes, and you go with Bandito. That way,
What
4
about
people
Rapier?
get back to the helicopter alive.
Rapier.
Rapier is just like, it's fine. There's a place in town that sells swords. I was thinking of maybe getting a new, you know, like an epee or maybe a katana. You know, maybe a Zweihander. Get some-
Bandito. Perhaps they have vibro katanas there.
Do you know the name of the store?
Hater's
That's
Arms.
not Meow isn't the name of the store.
Look, it's just 4 blocks down on the 72nd floor. We've all got communicators. We can keep in touch.
Yeah,
And
it seems
it's
safe.
Not like the clans are gonna invade the planet again.
It's
Don't
not the
say
kind I'm
that.
worried about.
Well, then maybe
You must like that.
Rapier and Bandito can go to the knife shop together or whatever, and the 3 of us will go clothes shopping.
Rapier's like, what? Why is Bandito coming with me?
Because he probably needs a new sword.
We should ask Bandito where he wants to go.
Bandito, where do you want to go?
Rapier's like, this conversation is so awkward and uncomfortable, and that's me saying that. So, look, I'm just gonna get started, and if you want to follow me, you can come along. And
I'll just tag along with Rapier, I guess.
all right, so Rapier's just like, now I have to tell you, sword selection is intensely personal for a man.
That's one of the
So,
most, one of the
I
most intimate
gotta be
things you
honest.
can do.
I don't want your opinion. Like, if you see me looking at a piece and you don't like it, don't tell me.
Rapier, I want to level with you. I'm about the same way with firearms.
Well, the good news is there's a firearms store on the 73rd floor. Unfortunately, they only sell civilian grade firearms, so not the stuff we get access to.
I'm less interested then.
Well, I don't think you can buy military arms at the street level. I'm sorry that we have special
Fair.
license to kill people. He's like saying that as you just walk down the street. Like, several people move away from
a
you.
crowd of people.
I don't know what to call the second team. Team Fashion.
Sure.
As you all are walking down the moving sidewalk, you know, one of those you move and it moves with you. Beside the street.
I see one of those once. It was so cool.
Well, they're everywhere here because this is a high-tech city. Somebody is like walking beside you and is like, please, will you not give from your hearts? We need to send someone to get them back. During the invasion, several drop ships and jump ships were captured by Clan Steel Viper forces, and they jumped away. We need funds to petition the Lyran government to send a recovery force. Our fathers, our mothers, sons and daughters, our friends are on board those ships. Hundreds of people have been captured by the evil forces of Clan Steel Viper. Can you not help us? He's got like a petition board and like a little thing where you can toss money into.
Like a bell.
I want to sign the petition.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll sign it too.
I'll toss in some money.
I mean,
Also,
how much is some money for you?
I don't know how much
like,
money I have.
I don't know what you people call pocket change.
Let's assume that
100,000.
you loosely have like $5,000 you could drop here.
Is it like my pocket change or what I can use for the
That's
whole
what your pocket change is.
Okay,
That's
I'll
like
put
with,
my
that's like
pocket-
without using your debit card.
Yeah.
Drop my pocket change.
He's like looking through the bills. He's just like, this
I put
is-
like $5 in there, and then she drops 5,000. I'm like, oh fuck me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll drop 1,000.
Blessings of the unfinished book on all of you. Thank you so much.
I'll also hand him my card. This is Captain Maxwell Harridan, Crow's Black.
He spits on the ground and dumps that money back out.
Call that number. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir. He moves behind you, so like he walks the wrong way, so you can talk to the next person in line behind you.
I'm gonna lean over to Ronan and be like, "You put in a lot less than me.
That was
Did I put too much in?"
what percentage of your money did you put in that bag?
Oh, you know, like my pocket change.
That's appropriate. I just have a very different amount of pocket change than you.
I don't mean to embarrass you. I just wanted to make sure
That's fine.
that I did that right.
Yep.
Selena, this is when you
Fine.
get a automated message indicating the pay scale of the unit and how much everybody gets paid on a regular basis, because you haven't been paid yet. Your first paycheck comes in. And
Just then she gets her pay stub.
Magic.
It's like, oh gosh, I forget how much. We'll get back to it in a second. It's going to be much lower than 5,000. I'm willing to bet.
It's like
though.
a couple thousand.
Yeah,
It's like a month's worth of pay, or
3 months worth of pay. She's
For
getting
3
back
months
paid for the
worth of pay.
invasion.
Oh, then it would
better
probably
be more than a couple thousand.
Everybody's getting back paid at this moment. Like all of you are getting your phones updated.
I mean, there better be per diem and fucking
hazard pay.
Hey, Ronan, is this the right amount of money?
I look at it and I go, yep,
Oh,
that's about right.
I have more
That's,
pocket change now.
That's why I put $5 in the
kind of
thing.
look over the shoulder. No, that's wrong. Bandito screwed up on the paperwork.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
I think even if it is like low, it's probably still more money than Ronan's had in her account, maybe in her life.
It's 8,000 C bills for both of
Oh
you.
yeah, she's as rich as she's ever been. She's
That's-
she's been a check girl, like basically her whole life.
That's 3 months pay with 2 weeks of combat duty.
2 weeks of combat duty.
Yes.
See, that's where Bandito screwed up. It was supposed to be 3 months of combat duty.
You guys weren't in combat for 3 months. You were in combat for 2
Fighting a
weeks.
clan invasion. That's combat status for 3 months.
2 weeks. You
I'm
were
the
in
captain.
prison for much, much longer than that.
I'm the captain.
Well, unfortunately,
I
somebody
saved 3 months.
somebody else signs the paychecks.
Yeah, she and I are gonna have an argument about that one. It's like I'm
Like,
not arguing
like
for my own pay. I'm arguing for everyone else's pay.
Uh-huh.
I want to like while he's like arguing to himself about the pay, I want to like look up if I can, like old photos of Harridan.
Yeah.
Get on Facebook.
And try to figure out what color his eyes used to be.
Yeah, they're green.
Okay. Is there like a fashion mall where you can like get shoes in one store and like
The mall. Let's go to the mall.
eye contacts in one store and stuff like that? Food courts. If so, I want to go there.
So rather than a food court, it has floating like trucks that will fly up to you if you raise your hand and are like, "Hey, come over here."
The future is amazing.
It's just like the Bruce Willis thing from
I Am a Meat Popsicle.
what is the movie with
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element? Yeah, Fifth Element.
I waved down the chicken and waffles food truck.
Oh yeah, it comes over immediately, and the guy's just like, "Yeah, you want the chicken and the waffles?"
I want to get their, their box, their supreme, the biggest thing.
Yeah, the commandant's box. Yeah,
See.
right here.
Yes, please.
We'll have one ready to go in about 5 minutes. That's
Thank you so much.
20 C-bills.
Good. Oh, okay. She swipes her card because she's put all her cash in the basket. She's rich as fuck right now, so $20 for me.
So he's floating along, and the vehicle is auto-hovering with you as you guys look for stores.
Nice.
He's in the back just frying chicken.
If you want to stay and eat, I'm gonna go check out those 2 stores over there. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go look for some color contacts.
I'm not sure who to follow here. Either way, someone's going to be.
You're gonna help me eat this
See you,
one.
Road. See you, Harridan. She just keeps going.
Quite. Yes. Well.
All right. I sit Harridan down with me, and we chat down on chicken and waffles.
Never had chicken and waffles before.
I want to buy every
amazing.
shade of green contacts they have.
So when you say that, the storyteller's just like, "Oh, honey, no. He's
This is
not
real-
worth it. It's not worth it.
It's a real Ron Swanson moment.
Look, just tell us what shade this person wants, and we'll work on it. Is it
How
you?
many shades of green do you have?
We can make any shade possible. Look, talk to me about your problems. Is it a man?
Glowing.
I'm just trying to buy a nice gift for somebody.
It's for somebody.
It's for somebody.
I understand. And you think that they want to change their eye color, but you're not sure what color he wants them changed to.
Well, I mean, he seems very picky about it. This way he can change it whatever day he wants.
Have you considered just getting him cybernetic eyes? That would cost less than buying literally every shade
He
of
used to
green.
have those, and then we grew his eyes. But,
Is he trying to regain his original eye color?
yes.
Well, if you've got a photo, we could probably match that.
Can I, like, show a photo?
Yes. The tenant's just like, wait here. I'll get them custom made and ready. We even have
Pull
his
up
eye size.
Photoshop and do the dropper.
About 5 minutes later, the attendant comes back with a box of custom made. They'll fit Harridan's eyes perfectly based on the photo and have the correct color.
Thank you.
They put their hand over yours as they close the box and are just like, it's so nice that you're getting your dad a present.
Oh, my dad's dead, but thank you.
Oh, I'm so
And
sorry.
then she just pays and leaves.
Wow.
It's like telling somebody they got a booger on their face. You didn't have to tell them. But you also kind of, should. When she comes back, Ronan's taking like pictures with children as a local celebrity, and Harridan's sadly eating like syrup from the bottle by himself.
Before I come back,
Look, you're narrating this.
she wants to see if she can buy a mechanical bull from somewhere.
Good
A
Lord.
mechanical bull? Okay. You go to like the mall directory and you can't
Actually,
find
that's
anything,
easy,
and you keep going up and down, and one of the security guards comes over and says, "Miss, you need help looking for something?"
Yeah, I want to buy a mechanical bull.
I don't think we sell that here, but You know, there are several stores that sell things like that.
Oh, like what?
We could get them out the catalog.
I'll go there.
Okay, well, head on over. I'll escort you there. It's an entertainment shop. You can buy, you know, like pinball machines and old shit like that. I'm sorry, old stuff like that. And I'm sure that they will probably have a mechanical bull somewhere off-site that they can sell you. You know, that's more like a Free Worlds League thing. They might have to ship it in across the inner sphere at immense cost.
See, I looked up rodeo and bull riding was apparently popular.
That's very popular in the Free Worlds League, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, well, you just come with me. It's over here. You order one mechanical bull at an exorbitant price.
I can afford it, okay?
Easily.
Okay, then fine.
Easily.
I'll have it shipped to our...
It is much less than both your salary and your pocket change.
Can they gift wrap it?
So the guy at the store is just like, yes, of course I guess. It'll be here 3 months for standard shipping rates.
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
Before Christmas.
There's just not a prevalence of mechanical bulls on planet.
I'll pay more.
I mean, it's 50,000 credits for each jump.
She commissions a dropship and a series of jump ships.
Do you have anything dealing with a rodeo that will be
Just
here
double jump the damn thing there to
by Christmas?
get a couple of
So
days.
he shows you a number that costs more than most Battlemechs, which is how much it will cost to get a mechanical bull shipped from the Free Worlds League before Christmas. Millions of sea bills.
I don't know how much money I have.
You have hundreds of millions.
So this is fine?
It
me?
will be a significant dent, like 1 or 2% of your...
Imagine if you
cash.
had $100, you just spent $2 or $3 of it.
But
Yes.
it'll be okay for me.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll buy it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, he has to sign off on it twice and then calls Comstar to verify you have the funds for it. You get a call back from a Comstar presenter who's just like, excuse me, is this Miss Selena Lockward?
Yes.
This is presenter Dalsworth at the Comstar branch. We see that you're attempting to make a transaction of an unusually...
I want to buy a bull. A mechanical bull.
A mechanical bull, and you wish to have it priority shipped on command circuit from...
It's got to be here before Christmas.
Comstar will do whatever it can to accommodate your needs. The peace of Blake be with you.
Thank you.
You have one mechanical bull certified to be here before the evening of December 24th.
An entire
Perfect.
dropship and a series of jump ships. Just all
God.
one item.
And then I'll go meet up with Ronan and Herod.
Okay.
Somebody's making the holiday pay on that shipment.
Just remember that dropship is going to be going through like 20 jumps. The crew is going to be throwing up constantly.
Some dropship pilot is like getting out of the taxi, about to like walk into his home with like his bag full of presents for his children and family, and he gets a phone call and he just turns right back around. And
He's
does
going to be
a
doing like
U-turn,
4 jumps a day.
gets back in the.
What I can imagine is McGurk finds that dropship that's heading there
Oh yeah, no shit.
for like a great deal.
I think that's the correct direction. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go to open your
I was
present,
like, wow, passage all the way there. for
McGurk
only-
is already on top of it. He's like,
McGurk is sitting
yeehaw,
on top of the
motherfuckers,
bull."
I'm back.
McGurk's like on it, just puking. Just, "Ugh, that was the worst idea.
he reeks of vomit.
Like that scene from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where they get stuck in the jump loop.
He's lost like 25 pounds from dry heaving alone. All the calories he's burned.
So where do you guys want to go? Should like walk up to Herod and Ronan?
Well,
Through a mouthful of chicken and waffles, she directs the question mostly at Harridan. What do you want to get Bandito and Rapier?
Well, I actually had my eye on a pair of twin chromed rocket launchers for Rapier.
Jesus Christ.
Figure that would be something he would enjoy.
I don't even know if I should bother buying people gifts with you two around.
I want to buy him the entire box season of Otter Islands.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
You said Heavens
that
would
is-
like it.
It's a wonderful show about a trainer named Rainy who goes around a series of islands in order to help protect the peace of pocket monsters. They're definitely not trademarked in any way that I will not repeat.
I could come up with some ideas in a video store. Let's go find a video store. Let's go find Battletech Blockbuster.
I'm also pretty sure that Rapier may have procured Bandito's Vibro Sword.
Well, I would like to get Rapier a nice sharpening kit.
So I'm pretty sure I'll be buying Bandito a new Vibro Sword.
She just like looks at Herod and she goes, "My gift's cooler."
I'm gonna get Rapier like a super high quality
Why would
whetstone.
you get Bandito?
We cut over to the weapons store where Rapier is picking up a package at the store, and he's just like, "Look at this, Gray. Look at this." He opens it, and inside is a Vibro short sword, and he's like, "This is custom made in the same fashion as Lyran Intelligence anti-mech forces.
Mm-hmm.
This cost 6 months of paychecks.
Right.
I've been waiting for this thing for so long." He like hugs it, and he's like, "It's so hard living without one. I put your katana back in your room, by the way. I've been borrowing it."
Yeah, I know.
It's fine. This is way cooler. I mean, the katanas are great, but it's also slightly curved. It's got a different hilt to, the ratios are off, the weight. I prefer something like this. And he's just like, "I don't want to take it out of the basket, First off, that would be illegal. The blade's too long to be legally wielded in public, but
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to have in public in the first place.
I have a license."
Sure.
So he straps it to his belt, and then he's like, "Look at all these swords here. Amazing.
Yeah, there are some swords.
Some of them call to me. You can feel the spirit of these weapons."
So then he's just like thinking back of the scenario where there's a sword fight, where he was in a sword fight with someone and he won with a gun. Yeah, swords are great. Should we should probably go shopping somewhere else now.
We've only been in this store for like 20 seconds, Bandito. I just want to look at some high quality weapons. What's wrong with you?
I feel like we've been here for more than 20 seconds, but okay.
Fine, we'll go. We'll go. Every time I take you somewhere, it's always like this. You have to dart around from place to place. You can't just stay and enjoy the local culture.
Well, half the local culture we've been to was
Where do you want to go? Okay.
From my list I made, I need to go to a fine liquor store, a toy store. Yeah, I'm still working on the last one.
Okay, well, fine liquor store, I'll agree with. It says on Comstar search that there are dozens in the nearby area.
Which one's the most expensive looking one?
Wow, so you're getting something for Selena then?
No, the toy stores for ones for Selena.
What dis?
You get it.
He turns to look at you and he's just like, "What?" Well, there's an ultra exclusive club nearby, but we'll have to talk our way in.
What's the not ultra exclusive one? What's like second highest?
Nah, it's fine. Look, just pretend to be Harridan, right? He's nobility. You're wearing a uniform. I've got one of his business cards. You could just be like, "Oh, look at my business card."
I'll not try to.
I'm beginning to comprehend why so many people still hate me.
Why
Cut over to Butch McGurk without his mask on, like trying to tell somebody he's Harridan, like get in someplace on Solar. I'm Maxwell fucking Harridan.
There's like flashbacks over the past 3 years of just like everyone in the unit doing it all the time. There's like wanted posters of Maxwell Harridan, and it's just not his face.
Let's try not committing identity fraud first.
Fine. We'll go to just one of the nice shops, okay? I'm sure that they'll have multiple color labels of alcohol rather than just something you can grab off a shelf.
Oh, you don't want to try to go in the ultra place legitimately?
You just said we can't do. Look, all right, it's fine.
We could try.
I just want caramel sea salt. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If they don't have that flavor, I'm leaving.
All right.
You never had caramel sea salt Bailey's?
Yeah.
I have not.
Right, it's really good.
And while you're looking on that phone, see if you can find wherever the place has the.
You know, you have a phone, sir.
Well, you already have yours out.
Okay.
Someone's got to keep a lookout.
A lookout for what? It's Christmas in the capital.
I'm paranoid, all right?
You're a very uncomfortable person to be around. You know that, right?
You confused me at times as well. I'm just going to let you know.
Look, I carry around a sword and a rocket launcher to deal with my enemies, okay? You don't need to see them coming. You just need to stab them to death. Hey, man, I'm the 27th ranked sword fighter on the planet right now. Where are you at?
How do you know that you're the 27th?
There's tournaments on the weekends. We do
Is there
HEMA
only
out in the
27?
hills.
Is there only 27 sword fighters?
You know, that's really insulting to ask that question. I don't feel like it needs an answer.
Okay.
So, yes.
I am not a sword fighter, so I'm not within that rank. I am probably one of the best Mechwarriors on the planet. That's about it.
Mechwarrior. Sorry, sir, that might have been a little disrespectful. I'll remind you I didn't go to Mechwarrior school. I had to get by in life with less than legal means occasionally, in ways that I cannot confirm because the statute of limitations is still in effect.
I won't tell on you. Don't worry.
Well, I definitely have never assassinated people for money. And you can repeat that if anyone asks.
I will not, because they'll make it really sound suspicious. I have to find other people to fill positions. I don't want to try to find someone to fill yours, all right?
Okay.
So essentially, I'm going to find, perhaps the finest bottle of whiskey in the store.
Yeah, it'll be hundreds and hundreds of pills.
That's fine.
So the clerk stops you and is like, Sir, I can see based on your uniform, you're a member of a local mercenary unit. I would never presume to guess your bank statement, but I would be remiss if I did not inform you that this is a considerable investment for what is literally liquid.
It's for special occasions.
I understand. As long as you have reason through this purchase.
And it's also a gift.
I would hate for you to pick it up while intoxicated. You seem
I'm
fine.
fully sober. I have not had alcohol in days, maybe weeks, probably months. When was the last time I drank?
Thinks back to earlier that day when Harridan was pouring multiple shots in his office for everyone.
Well, if you're looking forward to having a meeting, he slides you over a anonymous card. There are several within the city.
Does this seem shady?
He's giving you an Alcoholics Anonymous card. From his side of the conversation, you just told him you couldn't remember how long it's been since you've had a drink.
That's fair. Yeah, all right. I'll keep that in mind.
That's not something normally that people come up with in a conversation, and you're confessing it to a store clerk of an alcohol store.
I'll keep that in mind.
Merry
Guys?
Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas. This is why I need to stop talking to people. All right. So next stop is I want to go to a toy store and get like the biggest, fluffiest pink rabbit possible.
The toy attendant is
Spray paint it black.
50-year-old man, graying beard, bald. He looks like if Mr. Clean had Rastafarian beard dreadlocks. Yeah, we don't offer that particular product, but we can have it custom made for you.
How long will that take?
I mean, how soon do you need it done?
Before Christmas.
How big would you like it?
What's big enough that it can...
Sir, are we looking for body pillow, smaller or larger?
A little larger. Think door size.
Large
Maybe
enough to
like
fit
that.
through a door?
Have you ever seen a Jinner?
I want a
Have you seen
27-foot tall, fluffy pink rabbit.
Let's say about 12 foot high. 12 foot high.
That's about twice the size that you could get through a door.
Yeah.
You would need to lay it on its back and drag it through. It will weigh hundreds of pounds.
What are you stuffing into it?
Rocks.
Stuffing?
What else?
Yeah.
Sir, the
Small one.
size of this thing that you are asking for is massive. Look, it can be done. I'll just need you to sign here.
Okay.
There's a lot of zeros.
He signs Maxwell Harridan.
It's tempting.
He charges it to Selena. She has to pay for her own Christmas present. The Christmas
She
card
probably
says,
doesn't even
Probably
it's the
wouldn't even
thought that
notice.
counts.
I think Bandito charges it to the unit.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow. Okay. Well,
This
Harridan
is the
can
company
Wow.
credit card.
You are about to get hit with several embezzlement charges.
Business expense.
I can see Kristolov yelling at Harridan now.
Wow, you are
pay off.
absolutely.
We get charged this
You're
much money.
100% certain you're not going to play Bandito anymore then, huh?
I'm not going to write it off. I'm going to pay it off later.
You put it on layaway.
I mean, rather than commit fraud, he's just like, perhaps you'd like a monthly option?
Sure.
Okay.
Bandito now has a payment on a pink rabbit that rivals the unit's payment on the Devastator.
All right, so once again, you find yourself in a 36-month lease.
Rent to own.
It comes with a very nice warranty, though.
Fair enough. Hey, Rapier,
Rapier's just like, yep.
I want to ask you a very legitimate question.
He's got a bouncy ball. He's just bouncing it off the wall.
I was gonna say he's like dual wielding like the bouncy paddle balls. It's like
Would it be wise for me to buy a gift for Ronan?
I mean, in what way are you considering wise?
I don't know. I'm just asking in general. Like, I don't know if she hates my guts currently or...
Look, I don't know. She hates my guts currently. Ask me.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think she's going to do to you if you don't get her a gift?
Hell, I don't know.
You guys have killed beside each other. I mean, sorry. This is a children's toy store. You've killed beside each other.
We unalived them. All right.
Your
Does-
battle brothers. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Does Bandito have any reason to believe that Ronan has like singled him out?
I mean, you stared at him menacingly.
Well, she does that to everybody, though, more or less.
I think that's why he's asking.
I think he just knows, right? Like he knows because he knows what she's looking for, and he knows his
Guilty
connection
conscience
to that.
aspect.
Yeah. I don't know that he has a reason to believe that she's like figured it out. It was him or anything. Maybe, I don't know. Does it have that sixth
Just
sense?
paranoid.
Maybe he's got the Peter tingle.
He's just paranoid. All right.
I remember Harridan warning him that Molly was gonna figure it out.
Yeah, probably. No, the paranoid thing fits really well.
No, Harridan doesn't believe it. It just sounds like some fantastical tale that.
No, during your conversation last time, you warned Bandito. That's about it.
Oh yeah, I did warn him that this fantastical tall tale that he told me would wind up with her killing him over it. So, because Harridan totally did not believe this bullshit tale he spun. That he went to another world and another place. Ooh. Space magic.
Yeah.
Space
Next
magic.
time, only buy your mushrooms from a verified vendor.
Oh. The group meets up, perhaps?
Yeah, we go to the video store, and Molly buys some videos separate from everybody else
Okay.
and has them gift wrapped.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
it's
videos are those?
But you'll find out when they open them, Arthur.
Why don't you tell me now?
She buys some videos for Bandito, and she would also like to go to a liquor shop at one point, sans Harridan, and buy something for Harridan.
Mm-hmm.
She buys because that's the only thing anybody knows about Harridan, really. She bought-
Nobody asks anything.
Yeah, no one knows anything about him personally. She buys. It's like that at real Christmas too, though, right? Like you always buy that gift that is that one thing you know about that person, so it's always that thing for them. She doesn't know how to spend money like everybody else does, so all of her gifts are way more on the conservative side as to everyone else's. She's spending. She's following like the $50 limit rule, And
Well, talking about getting rocket launchers. For
yeah. So like one lance mate is getting like coloring books. Another lance mate is getting she's gonna get Harridan a nice set of like glasses. So she'll have them like engraved and sent to the unit. And then she'll also get him a set of the like the whiskey stones, that you can cool and put in there. She doesn't know how he wants to drink his scotch, so she gets the cooling stones, ice stones. I don't know what they're called.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about. And then for Rapier, like I said, she'll swing by and get
without ice.
Yeah. She'll get Rapier whatever like a really nice kit is for maintaining a vibro sword. I don't know what the maintenance on those is. I'm sure there's something somewhere. I don't know if they use a whetstone. I don't know if there's like a charger, nice charger she can get for it or something. I don't know, something like that.
A tuning kit.
So yeah. I don't know if you want to fast forward through shopping, but if we are fast forwarding, that's what she's going to get.
Oh, Harridan will also get the Countess a very nice
I was going to
cloak
get something for the Countess too, yeah.
in kind of dressed up crow's black colors, with the help of the ladies to pick out the fabrics and the like.
I was also going to see if I could get Selena to help me pick out a like super ridiculous hat for Harridan, like that would be be fit for a lord, a Lyran lord. I don't know if it's like a big tricorn like
Every
the
time,
Countess has, or some ridiculous feathered fucking pompous ceremonial bullshit.
Every time you pick up a hat, Selena puts it back and gets like one that's like 10 times the
It's like a way more ridiculous one.
She gets the Otter Island seasons for Rapier. She buys Molly like a new wardrobe. and she picks up like a custom suit to go with Harridan's eye contacts, and she doesn't know what to buy the Countess, so she just buys her like a really nice couch for her office.
Molly gets the Countess like a $50 Starbucks gift certificate.
Gets the head of the unit a gift certificate.
She doesn't know her at all. I've never like probably maybe never met the woman, but like once.
Yeah, Harridan doesn't actually buy Molly a gift. What he ends up doing is it's just a box, and inside of it is his mag pistol and a card.
Wow.
Okay.
Please don't kill Bandito.
And Bandito's face. It's the perfect crime.
The card just says, "I entrusted my life to you with my weapon. Now it's yours."
Oh,
Went with a thoughtful gift on them.
yeah, that's nice.
Man, mine wasn't nearly as thoughtful. I was just going to get her like a really nice, like just civilian grade, kind of like an AR-15, like all the cool attachments.
When Bandito opens his present, it's the Kenneth Cross volume specifically on like bereavement and death counseling when you've lost someone close to you in your family. And there's no note, no explanation.
That's insane. I didn't want to sleep tonight anyway.
He can draw whatever conclusions he wants from that.
All of them. The answer is all.
This reminds me of the slap bed episodes on How I Met Your Mother.
Did anybody else want to buy anything?
I think I had everybody covered.
I think Bandito gets the Countess a fancy pen as like the feather.
Oh, I want to buy that.
Say Bandito gets her a truck stop pen with.
These are all such typical like office party presents, except for Selena's, which are fucking ridiculous. Like, she's that person when there's like a $50 limit, and somebody goes out and buys like a laptop to
She's
go
like
in like
50.
white Christmas.
I thought that was 50,000.
Yeah.
And she still blew way past that with a mechanical bull.
I didn't
Everybody else is getting,
understand.
like-
The bowl was in 50,000. It's just the shipping, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Shipping was.
Also, she did buy
50,000 for
Ronan an
each
entire
jump.
wardrobe. So
That's the thing.
I'm assuming like all really expensive like designer clothes.
moderately expensive because she
Okay.
didn't want to like spend too much.
Right. Sure.
Well, she thinks they're moderately expensive, whereas they were actually the most expensive clothes in the store.
Sold Gucci.
Wasn't exactly shopping at like the Gap.
It's all Gucci. I'm sorry, they didn't have anything better.
Yeah.
He's a designer you've never heard of, but now you
Yeah.
can't stop seeing their name everywhere.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy that Delta. Is that what his name was? The one who
Yes,
was painting
the
with me. I want to buy
Elemental.
him a paint kit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should probably get Doc something nice too. Doc Curie, the doctor.
Le Doctor.
Le Doctor. The hell do you buy a clanner?
Molly's just cutting it off with the lance and lance plus rapier. That's all.
And the Countess.
Oh yeah, and the Countess, of course. You have to get your boss.
We'll get him a Starbucks gift certificate.
He's like, "What is this? Coffee."
What is this?
Buy the doc is on her back.
Kofi.
I mean,
Can
they
you buy
don't.
the doctor's on her back?
They don't have coffee in the clans. So, I mean, if you introduce them to stimulants like that,
Yeah,
it could be.
you're about to get this elemental pilot all hopped up on caffeine and sugar.
It's like the
What is this Vente Vanilla grunt?
Didn't he mention he didn't actually go to school to be a doctor?
That's correct.
Did he ever show any interest of wanting to go to school to be a doctor?
I mean, He is attempting to get certified as a doctor. Part
Can
of the
I pay
problem,
for his doctor classes? Give him,
I-
like, little
Just
gifts.
pay for his
Pay for
college.
med
the
school.
unit is paying for his doctoral classes. The
Well,
issue
maybe
is
that's my gift idea.
that Molly has lied to Lyran Intelligence and told them that your clan members are really good, upstanding inner sphere folk and definitely not clansmen. So now fake personas need to be purchased for all of them.
Can I buy the doctor a fake persona?
No, the unit is covering that.
You're like, I'll just make a nice donation.
Look,
to-
Can
Just
I buy
buy-
him a puppy?
Buy him a stethoscope. That's their traditional doctor's gift. Why are you laughing? That's real.
She's like, no. I'll just donate enough money to where they can build a new wing at Berkeley to get him in, so that he doesn't have to deal with it.
You buy lawyers a briefcase, and you buy doctors a stethoscope.
It's true. And nurses.
Sure.
And for the first several months, those lawyers, they walk around with nothing but blank papers in the briefcase.
Yeah. A lot of business cards in there.
A lot of business cards.
She isn't sure what to buy him, so she just buys him the first cool thing she sees, like a car.
You buy him a car. He's never owned a car before, mostly because you don't own things in clan space. It is assigned to you.
You buy him like a sick Ford Raptor.
So
3150
he sends you a thank you note and then has indicated that he is now downloading the Kenneth Cross
How
video
to
for
drive.
it's not how to drive, it's combat driving operations. So
Nice. I like
it's
this.
like how to drive an APC during combat, and that's how he's going to learn to drive.
He's going to be
Stick.
driving through the middle of the city going 60 miles an hour, drifting as he takes corners.
At least he's learning.
God. That reminds me of like when vets get back from overseas and they're just like, I'll just push people out of my way in my car. I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't work that way here.
A little different.
You can't just bumper people.
I mean, the best part for when they get back is that they no longer have to hold down the handle while they're refueling.
Yeah, it's true.
December 26th arrives, but before that, I want to talk about this dinner that Molly and Rapier have. I want to zoom in awkwardly close on that.
Yeah, it's awkward. And, I don't know.
So it's like a building top cafe Italian place.
Did Rapier
this.
pick it? Is this what he picked?
Yes.
Okay.
So Rapier's just like, look, I feel like things are really awkward between us.
Molly is now wearing like a super fashionable like romper that she's as part of
He's
her.
still wearing his combat uniform.
No, I guess we haven't opened Christmas presents yet. She doesn't have her new wardrobe. She's wearing the same thing. What did he say? That's super awkward.
Yeah.
Look,
Look, if you're not looking for more out of a relationship, it's fine.
no, well, what are you looking for?
Well, like, I'm not trying to be clingy or anything, but I thought we had something. I mean, I was very drunk, but I thought there was a good time, maybe a connection.
I think let's not factor in what happened and instead just start fresh, because maybe there's something, maybe there's in it.
That never works out. No, you can't just pretend that didn't happen between us.
I'm just saying, let's not base the future off of that. Let's actually get to know each other a little bit more instead of just, having the foundation of a relationship being a drunken night.
I mean, are we looking for a deeper relationship then? Is that
I don't know.
what's
That's what
happening
I'm
here?
saying. Let's just see where it goes.
I'm okay. I mean, that's
Let's-
unexpected, but all right.
Let's try being friendly first, because that would be a start.
All right, friend.
Okay.
So he like opens the menu. Whoosh.
And the large text, like with a slamming noise at the top of the screen, it's like friend zone.
He's so confused. This did not go in any way, in any direction he had anticipated.
No, she's not dismissing him. She's also not like openly inviting like anything super serious. She's probably not good at making friends at all, let alone like starting or being in a relationship. So she's willing to social experiment this and see how it goes, basically.
This is not the person you want to be doing that with.
No, probably not. So she'll probably be irrevocably damaged. But that's right. She doesn't know any better, I don't think. I think this is the decision she would make. If she's trying to make it tolerable to stay in this unit and set roots down, this might
7
seem like
years later, she's married.
This might seem like a logical
And then
step.
divorced again.
Plus, if I stop playing her, I want to make sure that you have the ability to ship her with somebody ridiculous and make some absurd scenario.
Yeah, of course. Her and Halavi.
Oh, God. You want to get her killed when McGurk shows back up. I like how people are scared of Molly because she's creepy and scary, but she's not half as lethal as McGurk ever was, who was basically a giant fucking circus clown and everybody just laughed at all the time. Who could just like murder people with his bare hands, like at any moment he wanted.
I want to remind you that several NPCs, including the Countess, are very cognizant of his penchant for murder.
Most aware of his.
Yeah.
Makes you feel any better. Selena's not scared of Molly.
That's good. I don't think she has any reason to be focused, camera.
Sheridan's not scared of her. He's just mildly disconcerting from time to time.
I mean, if you had threatened her like you were threatening Bandito to her, I mean, she probably would be a little bit alarmed.
She's off-putting, I would say.
But it's fine because you met a Bandito and not her, so it's not a problem.
Exactly.
All right, let me confirm, because we're rounding out to the end of the evening, that you all have gotten all of the role-playing that you wish to do that I've been denying you all season. I'm just repeating some exact words.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
Look, do we need to go into the next episode with more role-playing? If so, that's fine.
I'm fine either way. I don't know what else. For me personally, I don't know what else to play out other than contacting someone about the footage. I don't know if you want to do that off screen, Arthur, or
Oh,
how you
we
want to handle
definitely
that.
want to do that on screen, 100%.
Then I don't know if you want to do that
People want to see those roles.
last thing tonight or
No,
next time or after the
next
battle.
time.
Whenever you want to do
Next
it,
time.
I'm fine. I'm not in any rush to do it. But that's
Still a cliffhanger. It.
that plot won't develop anymore until she gets some information back on an expert about the validity of this footage. Right? She's going to keep her word and not move on anything until she has more information and she's spoken to Black Rabbit again.
Cotton,
Yes.
are
So that's all.
you done role-playing and ready to move forward, or do you have more that you want to do?
Well, the only thing that I need to do is figure out if Molly's going to kill Bandito, and then I'm good.
Okay.
I think it all hinges on the Molly Bandito aspect.
Pondo?
No, I'm just waiting now.
Okay.
I mean,
role-play
all
that.
his stuff basically hinges on whether or not he stays alive or not.
So let me propose this. At the beginning of the next episode, we'll be solving the Molly Bandito problem with her sending off the stuff. And if and when you return from that mission, she will have her finished product.
Sounds good.
Let's talk about mechs. Bandito has chosen a Wolverine 7K. Selena has chosen a Marauder 2.
I don't know off the top of my head what's available. I'm tempted to just say Goshawk again if
Okay.
it's still a mech that's in our arsenal.
I will send what is available in the Battletech secret chat real quick.
And Harridan will stick with the clan mech.
The Timberwolf A.
Love to modify it, but
Of course.
That's
guys
fine.
want-
So
Get out of it.
we have 2 heavy punchers and 2 quick movers. I think that'll be a fun combo.
It's been a while. It's been a long while.
don't we still have the archer? Can we get that fixed?
Ooh. That
No,
Archer's
you lost the torso.
paperweight.
Oh, no?
No, it was we just
You had the headshot, the cockpit headshot it out.
no the archer we still had. We just stripped all the armor and stuff off of it. For
My
the
notes
mechs.
list that the Archer is a smoking pile of rubble.
We went through this last time we brought up the archer. It
My
was still alive.
notes.
Skeleton.
My notes, sir.
Go
Says,
back through the episodes.
I will allow someone who
still have the
watches
Archer.
this show to go back to the episode and find me the timestamp.
We parsed it out, but it still existed.
I will go back and look.
That you're looking at 20 to 20 to 40 hours.
No,
of
it's
your
it's right before we left for the vehicle factory.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So I just need to look at the very end of the fight for Castle Grove.
Because we took everything that was left on. The archer was missing its right torso and right arm, but it we stripped all the remaining armor off and partsed it out for everything else.
The Zeus is a smoking pile of rubble.
Yeah.
I figured you'd want to go back to the Zeus, since you
Zeus
didn't really have a chance to use it.
The Zeus was fun. I did enjoy the Zeus, but we don't have a Zeus.
You have a Devastator.
The Timberwolf isn't on the list you posted.
You're right, but it does exist. It is in the group.
Yeah.
The Timberwolf is in that list. It's at the bottom near the Goshawk.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to scroll down. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take the.
All right. Someone is saying the Archer is still available, and they did just get through watching it. I will add it to this list.
That's the second time we've had that same discussion.
Does that mean you're wanting to pilot the Archer?
Piloting an Archer instead of a Timberwolf? Jesus. That's being like, well, I could get this Cadillac, or I could go.
I don't know.
A
The Archer's
bicycle?
pretty tried and true.
The Archer's literally a step down of the Timberwolf. It is the same in every way, except the Timberwolf
No, I
has
just
like,
want to make sure I keep that Archer because we've had that Archer for a really long time.
It's like
I don't want to lose it.
unit mascot at this point.
Yeah.
What's can the Cauldron Born be all fixed up?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at that and get back to you about whether or not I want to do Cauldron
yeah, you
Born?
can pick some of the other versions
Goshawk.
of it if you want.
By an
And-
extreme miracle, that giant ass clan death machine did not drop Bandito's mech.
The Cauldron Born's becoming like the Great Ghost. It's like the enemy keeps thinking it's dead, and it just keeps showing back up on the battlefield.
The big config is a very hot build. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I'll take a look at some of its configurations, and I might either do Goshawk or Cauldron Born.
You can look at Prime through D, I think are the ones.
Okay. That are time-wise available. Okie dokie.
All right, let's do some outros.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. Thank you all for joining us. It was a lot of fun being able to just sit down and chill with everyone and not burn through giant death machines and spend some time actually doing some character building and hopefully Bandito not dying. That would be good. Although I will note, Sun Spirit did point out in chat that yes, Bandito just spent that entire time with the drawings on his face, going through all of those sequences. Nobody said anything about it. So
Yeah. No, that's kind of funny.
I think everybody forgot.
I didn't forget. I just didn't care.
Oh.
no, I'm talking about none of the shopkeepers said a word about the drawings
I
on his
mean,
face.
that's bro code, isn't it? If you see somebody with stuff on their face,
You're
you don't
supposed to
say
tell 'em.
anything.
No, you're supposed to tell them.
What? Well,
you're
that's
supposed to tell
you as a man with kids think that is the proper option.
Yeah, I don't even tell them. I just lick my finger and start rubbing it off their face.
And they're like, what are you doing?
What?
You know, it's probably a really nicely drawn doodle on his face.
Yeah,
Oh, it is, except for the one smear from the which actually, because she's so masterful, it ended up just looking like a laser shot between the two mechs.
I'm gonna say there's like these two beautifully detailed, like tattoo-esque mechs on either cheek, and then there's like a crude like cock and balls that Harridan drew like on his forehead.
Yup. Masterfully done.
yeah.
No, I had a lot of fun. Looking forward to next week. I'll be back on Saturday with Warhammer 40K with more instances of us hopefully not dying. This is going to be a tricky one because we're going to be facing off against some enemies with some meat on their bones. So that'll be fun. Sorry guys, they're not orcs. I know how much everyone gets mad when they're not orcs, but they're not orcs. But we'll do our best to not get horribly slaughtered either way. And then, yeah, I'll be getting some more videos out this weekend. And then we have line of sight on Monday and then more stuff. So that's me. I'm going to kick it over to Rad because nobody's talking.
I am Raddosaurus. I had fun tonight. I'm not really sure where to go with the whole Bandito thing. I'm just kind of making it up as I go, to be honest. I got kind of an idea of what I wanted to do earlier today when Arthur sent me what was on the thumb drive. So I have a little bit of a plan, but I'm playing it very loosely at this point. I'm trying to double down on the Molly is creepy aspect. So hopefully that's coming across a little bit. Yeah, I had fun. I like shopping episodes. People complain about them, but I think they're a lot of fun. I think you get to see a lot of character come out on these types of episodes. So I think that was a good thing. I think it was a nice thing to have after a whole lot of tense fighting and stuff. So I'm looking forward to beating up on some pirates and concluding this long running plot line one way or the other here in the next episode or two, I assume. So yeah, that's it. I had a great time. I look forward to being back on Thursday. And thanks for showing up and watching, either on Twitch or YouTube. Over to you, person who hasn't gone yet, Pondo? ?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, I am Pondo or Pondothemad. You can catch me on YouTube or Switch /Pondothemad, or you can catch me on Saturday nights with Sid playing Warhammer 40K. Or you can catch me whenever AP goes on vacation with Pokemon. I with Rad, I am very much playing Bandito loosely at the moment. Rad previously asked me what my plans with Bandito were, and I'm like, I don't know, what are your plans with Bandito?
Look, okay, yes, that happened. I was like, what do you want to do? And I kind of asked everybody in general what they wanted to do, because I don't, as a cautionary tale to people who out there are playing role-playing games, never make decisions that could take away somebody else's fun, I guess is what I'm saying, right? Like, don't ever do anything that's going to take away someone else's agency to play their character or play the game that they want to play. So I want to make sure, because we talked about this at the very beginning, even when I made Molly as a character, this subplot, I shared everything I wanted, everything about her backstory and all that stuff. I shared it with all of my fellow players because I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to make anybody uncomfortable or put them in a spot that they didn't want to be in with that character. And Pondo has been a total team player the entire way down. He's been like, hey, this sounds cool. I don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to see how it goes. So he's almost been so flexible that it's been difficult for me to make a decision. It's been like polarizing. I'm like, just tell me what you want to do and I'll just kill you or not kill you. It'll be fine. But he's so surrendered to the role play that we're just going to see what happens, I guess. And it's going to come down to dice. I can pretty much guarantee it. It's going to come down to dice as to how it's going to come down to dice. Sorry, go ahead.
Now you have the option to kill Bandito with Harridan's gun.
Yeah. Well, see, she really doesn't want to throw her life away. I will tell you, now that this looks like it's not going to happen, I'll tell the audience this. I did have a long-running plan that I told Arthur about, that if she decided to kill Bandito, what she would do is she would sabotage both of his gauze rifles to malfunction and melt his brain inside his cockpit when he went to go fire them. But now he's not going to pilot the Devastator anymore, so the option's like off the table. Yeah, she's basically going to turn him into a vegetable.
Especially with all of Bandito's fear.
Yeah. A video would have played of her being like, fuck you, right after he pulled the triggers, and then they would malfunction and turn his brain into jello. But yeah, so that's not going to happen. So I don't even know. I don't know if she's even going to kill Bandito. She's got a friend now, which is first time she's had one of those in a long time. And yeah, Pondo is he's such a cool cat. He just doesn't care what happens one way or the other. So
I'm just waiting till like the very beginning of season 4 to start, to where you finally make a decision.
Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, to hijack Pondo's outro. Yes, Pondo he's both simultaneously super easy to play with and also super difficult because he makes my life hard when it comes to making decisions.
Hey man, it's a situation. It's what you're wanting to go with.
Yeah, whether it's difficult or not, it's fun. It's always fun for sure. And that's what really counts.
I mean, my situation is my character did pretty much his ultimate goal like a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's just working on side goals along the way.
Makes sense.
Like be a better person. Be a better person.
I want to point out that people have noticed that.
Yeah.
Do you still think Maisie's gonna pop out of a different world and mess with him?
Been a couple of situations where that'd been nice, like so he can get back in his Devastator. Yeah, to spin like 50 edge, just try to get back into it.
Got anything else, Pondo?
That's about it.
I've been trying not to host tonight because I said that I wasn't. Cotton.
Hi. I'm Cotton. I doodle and stuff. You can find me on Tuesday shows where Rad will hopefully be guesting again eventually.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, next week will be a crapshoot because kids are back to school. But I think I got one more
I
in
don't
me
think
before.
we're meeting next week.
Oh, well,
right.
good. Because the week after that would be more likely for me.
Somebody's not going to be there or something.
Are we not meeting next week?
I mean, I think the Shep said that he couldn't show up next week.
Oh, okay.
What will ever become of Hermes and Apollo?
What will ever happen with the show? I don't know at this point.
You can also catch me on whenever AP is on vacation on his Pokemon podcast that he releases to YouTube. It's not really a podcast anymore.
I mean, in the end, it never really was, but it almost was.
And I hope the Countess liked her couch.
I hope so too.
Her cloak.
You guys won't know until you get back because you're getting on a dropship.
But I thought we were getting on a dropship the 26th.
That's true. All right, fine. You played me.
Played yourself.
Aha! So first scene next week.
First
opening
scene,
presents.
opening gifts.
I think that's all I got.
I just love this idea that you've paid millions of sea bells to ship a mechanical bull across the inner sphere. And 5 days, and in order for it to arrive on time, they have to make a pirate jump into the system, so the dropship only has 1 day transit time instead of 4.
Those are like super dangerous, right?
Yes, they are. They're so
Dozens of people risking their lives just to get this damn
If it makes it feel any better, Black Rabbit knows none about that. She only knows if she pays enough, it'll get there.
exactly. I mean, that's how it works for me. Yeah. All right, friends. That's all our time for today. Hopefully, you've enjoyed yourselves. We didn't shoot a lot of mechs, but we did shoot a lot of hearts. And in the end, aren't we all just going to switch over to Mechwarrior Destiny system for next season? That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, did we announce that? Did you announce it?
I just did right now.
Just did.
Oh, okay.
For season 4, once the rules come out, I'll be taking a look at them, and we'll probably be swapping all of the characters over to the new rules. Unless the rules suck, in which case we won't do that.
I find it hard to believe they'll be worse than the rules from the 80s, to be honest with you.
I find it difficult
I don't know.
in this system.
Look, we'll see. We'll see what they got, you know?
There's a love-hate relationship with the system.
Let me ask, is there anything changed? It's these new rules,
I don't know anything about them.
are they, well, do you know if they're for just the RPG side or are
I
they
don't
for the mech side? We
I
don't know.
would assume that they have some text box somewhere that tells you how to do it on both sides.
Okay.
Just like it does for A Time of War.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to change the name of the show. Right?
Time of Destiny.
A time of destiny.
No,
Destiny's
but
War.
A Time of War
The War of Destiny.
is the name of the RPG book, so it would have to be Total Warfare Destiny. Total Destiny? Destiny Warfare? It's so much easier when...
Mechwarrior Total.
It's not Mechwarrior, it's
just
Battletech.
don't. You're not going to be able...
Destiny
I've already
Warfare.
thought about this. It's not going to be an easy combination.
A Time of Destiny's Total Battle
No,
War.
everything you're
Besides,
saying
there's
is wrong.
also
All right, the fire swishing noises are happening. We're out for the night. Have a good night, friends at home.